listen to this very carefully. I've learned something that most of us know, and I know we all know, but I want to just insist the message out there that a repeated cycle or a repeated pattern in a family setup means a generational pattern, which means it's gonna go on and on and on and on to generations and generations to come, either good or bad. It's gonna, it's just a cycle that is gonna repeat itself over and over again. And I learned that some of these repeated cycles impact our lives negatively in a very huge way. Sometimes we suffer consequences of our great grandfathers, of our fathers, of generation that was in the past, and we are still, dealing with the same issues at hand in this generation. And what I want to urge us is that we just be keen with these things. Let us not ignore things and brush off things the way we want. Let us sit down, see the pattern, analyze those patterns, know which pattern is in your family, and just break them, because some of these things can be broken. There was a story I was being told when I was in college by a certain person, and he was telling us that there was this great grandfather who really wanted to be rich, and in the process he joined occultic. And in that occultic, the covenant was that any man in the family who reaches 40 years old will die. No one will go beyond 41. No one will even see 41. When you just get 40, you die. And the cycle started, working in the family, from the great grandfather to the grandfathers to the fathers, and to the father, the brothers, the family to the father now. And when one of the brothers realized that the father died at 40 years, the brother started, any brother who reached 40 years old, he dies. Any other person who reaches 40 years old, he dies. And he had to do something about it, because he said that he wasn't going to die at 40 years old. He wasn't going to leave his family at a very tender age. 40 is still young. Like, that is a very young family. And he started going to pastors. He started getting more information about these things, and he went up to the roots of all those things and realized that actually something had happened in the past for them to be this rich, for them to maintain this kind of life. Something happened, and that is why men in their family cannot reach 40 years old. And he had to go to pastors, he had to pray, he had to fast, he had to do all those sorts of things. And trust me, when he reached 40 years old, he surely didn't die, because they were dying on the birthday day. Yani hiyo siku tu na turn 40 ndio siku na dedi. And for him, he knew this wasn't going to happen to me, or even to my generation and the next and the next. I'm gonna break this cycle here and now, and it ends with me. And that is exactly what he did. What I'm saying is that these cycles can be broken, because we are suffering consequences of other people, not us, and they can be broken. So sit down, analyze, observe the patterns, and if you're the person who's gonna break that cycle, let it be done. Let it be done. Do not do it by raising another evil altar. Just do it by the grace of God. That is all I'm gonna say.